So the title of the text is Zainabu wa Maryamu Sadiqatani. Zainabu wa Maryamu Sadiqatani. There's few things we can talk about here. I don't know how much we should go in detail with grammar and whatnot. So first of all, these two words are mamnu' min as-sarf. Okay, means they cannot take tanween. Just like we have Muhammadun, which has a tanween, but we have Ahmad, it cannot be Ahmadun. That doesn't work. It has to be Ahmadu. Same thing, because Ahmad is also mamnu min as-sarf. It cannot have tanween. So Zainabu is also one of those words that cannot have tanween. So is Maryam. So you cannot say Zainabun wa Maryamun. No, that doesn't work. So it's going to be Zainabu wa Maryamu Sadiqatani. So this ani, of course, for the dual. Okay, kitabani, qalamani. So you should be comfortable with this dual form of a word. Okay. So sadiqatani means they're two friends. What kind of friends? And we have a ta marbuta here because it refers to feminine. So it's talking about two female friends. Okay. I'll skip this fakir finijaba. It's like thinking I will just go straight to the text. Okay. Okay, before we go to the text, of course, like before, we want to hear this text from the book. Give me 1 second. I will be playing the text from the book. If I can find the text. Okay. So first we'll hear from the audio that came with the book, and then we will come back and read ourselves and try to explain, try to understand everything that is here. Okay, so let's get started.
الوحدة الأولى، الدرس الخامس. استمع إلى النص. زينب ومريم صديقتان. زينب ومريم صديقتان تتشابهان في أشياء كثيرة، فهما تسكنان في حي واحد وتدرسان في جامعة واحدة، ولكنهما تختلفان في أمر آخر، فزينب نحيفة جدا ومريم سمينة جدا. تريد زينب أن تكون سمينة ولكنها لا تستطيع، وتريد مريم أن تكون نحيفة ولكنها لا تستطيع. زينب تفكر كثيرا في هذه المشكلة. ماذا تفعل؟ وزنها الآن 55 كيلا. كيف تزيد وزنها؟ يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا. حاولت زينب وحاولت ولكنها لم تنجح. أخذت زينب تتناول كثيرا من الطعام، تأكل اللحم والخبز والبيض والأرز والجبن والعسل والحلوى والمربى، وتشرب الحليب وعصير الفواكه. لم تمارس زينب الرياضة، ورغم ذلك ظلت نحيفة. ماذا تفعل؟ أكلت كثيرا وشربت كثيرا ولكنها ظلت نحيفة. تختلف مشكلة مريم عن مشكلة زينب، فمريم سمينة جدا وتريد أن تكون نحيفة. وزنها الآن 90 كيلا. كيف ينقص وزنها؟ يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا. تركت مريم السكريات والنشويات ومارست الرياضة شهرا. لم تستطع مريم، فهي تحب الأكل. أخذت مريم تأكل كثيرا فزاد وزنها ولم ينقص.
Okay, it's a long one, so let's see what we understood and what we can understand by reading the text. Okay, so first thing, I'll just erase the highlights. Hopefully that highlight helps you. Okay. Okay, bismillah. Let's see what it says. So it said Zainabu wa Maryamu sadiqatani. Okay, so this is the exact same phrase. So Zainab and Maryam are two friends. تتشابهان في أشياء كثيرة. تتشابه is one second. Okay. So tatashabaha, what does it mean? Is to be similar. Okay, so to be similar. So tashabaha yatashabihu. Okay, let me write it down. Tashabaha. Okay, yatashabihu. Okay. I can write it here. Yatashabihu. So it means to be similar. Okay, so to be similar. So it's saying they're two similar fi ashya'a kathira. There's a lot of things to explain here. See how much I can explain within the given time. First of all, this verb, you should be able to, you should understand the conjugation, right? Why is it tahir, right? Because it's talking about feminine, right? And all of these things you should understand that alif and noon, it's because of the dual form. So it's something that if you're not completely comfortable, that's fine. Just here, this ta is talking about feminine. So because the verb is tashabaha and the present is yatashabihu. Okay. So because of the feminine, we have the tatashabihu. And then because of the two form, dual form, we have tatashabihani. Anyway, if this is something that it might come in the future lessons, but something that we have to understand. And by the way, this text will have a lot of dual forms, so we should be getting familiar with this if we are not yet. So here's the interesting thing is after fi, we know what happens. What happens after fi? It gets majrur. It should have a kasra, but ashya doesn't have a kasra. Why is that? Because ashya is just like the Maryam and Zainab is mamnu' min as-sarf. Mamnu' min as-sarf means they cannot have tanween and also they cannot have kasra. So instead of kasra, what happens? They get a fatha. Okay? But kathira is adjective to ashya, and that doesn't have any problem. That's why it still has its kasra. So that means it's saying that they are similar in many things. Okay, they're similar in many things. Fahuma, fa could be like so, or like just a continuation. Huma, they means they too, right? They two are taskunani, again, same form, tatashabahani, taskunani. So we're talking about two dual form for feminine, okay? So you just have to get used to this form. Taskunani means they to live. Fi hay. Hay is area. Okay, they live in one area. So here's emphasis that they live in one, like same area. وتدرسان, and they study في جامعة واحدة, and they study in one university, meaning one here in a sense of same university. Okay, ولكنهما, but they two تختلفان, they differ. Okay, they differ. They differ in what? في أمر آخر. Amr is matter, like issue. Akhar is other. Okay, so basically it's saying they differ in the other matters, other issues. You know, so they're similar in a lot of things. Like they live in the same place, they study in the same university, but they differ in other things. Okay. So what is the verb for تختلفان? Okay, the verb is, I don't know where to write, no space. Let me see, maybe already. It's gonna have a larger. اختلف اختلف يختلف يختلف يختلف. اختلف يختلف means to differ. Okay. Then it says فزينب نحيفة جدا. What is نحيفة? نحيفة is skinny, you know, like opposite of fat. So نحيفة is skinny. So Zainab is very skinny. جدا is she's very skinny. ومريم سمينة جدا. But Maryam is very, you know, fat or overweight. Okay. تريد زينب أن تكون سمينا. Okay, but Zainab looks like she wants to become fat. I mean, who wants to become fat? But I think the intention here is that she wants to gain a little bit more weight. Okay, so she wants to gain weight because she's probably too skinny. ولكنها لا تستطيع. Again, لكنها, but she. Here you can see it's لكنهما, because this lakinna is talking about two of them, and here lakinnaha is talking about her. Who's her? Zainab. But she لا تستطيع. What is تستطيع? استطاع, it means to able. So she's not able to do so. وتريد مريم أن تكون نحيفة. Okay, so now it's talking about Maryam. She wants to become skinny. It's just the opposite, right? She wants to takuna. What is takuna? Takuna means yakuna. It's like kana yakun. Okay, the verb is kana. This text, I don't have any space to write, and I'm not good at writing on the screen. Kana yakunu. Okay, kana yakunu. So the verb has, so this is the form we have here, right? And the present tense. So the verb is yakunu with dhamma. Why is it taku? So that's yakunu is for he becomes. So for she becomes, for feminine, it will be takunu. So it should be takunu. But why we have a fatha here? Do you know? It's because of an. An is one of those particle harf that makes present tense verb into what? In mansub. Again, these are the things we'll be studying very soon. Okay, I'm just telling you what it is right now. So she wants to become skinny. Okay, same thing here. We have antakuna. Okay, so she wants to become skinny. ولكنها لا تستطيع, and she cannot, or she's not able to do so. Then it says زينب تفكر كثيرا في هذه المشكلة. So we're talking about Zainab. She is thinking. تفكر. فكر يفكر is to think. فكر and يفكر. I'll just write يفكر. Subhanallah, there's no space for me to write. I don't even know if you can read it. فكر يفكر. Okay, so it means to think. كثيرا, a lot, في هذه المشكلة, in this problem. So المشكلة is the problem. ماذا تفعل? What will she do? So تفعل, any the present tense verb in Arabic, it can mean few ways. It can mean that something you do regularly, like you do something, I do it, or it could mean something that you're doing right now, like I read book, that's a present tense, or I'm reading book, that's also present tense, and also it can mean I will read book, read. So just like so it can also mean a future tense. We can be explicit with future tense by seen or sofa, like how we saw in the last hiwar when he said sa'ashtari, that I will buy. But the verb itself can also imply present tense. So here, if we say ماذا تفعل, what does she do? I mean, that's fine. Or what will she do? That's also fine. Okay. جيد. Then she, وزنها is what? Her weight. وزنها الآن now 55 كيلا. So that's 55. 55 كيلا is 55 kilo. Okay. Numbers, I'll just ignore them right now, and when it comes, then we'll explain. Numbers are pretty complicated in Arabic language. كيف تريد وزنها? كيف تزيد وزنها? What is تزيد? It's from زاد يزيد. زاد يزيد. What is زاد يزيد means? I don't have to put anything because you have here already. Zada yazidu means is to increase. So how can she increase her weight? Okay, so waznaha, that's the object because it has fatha. So how can she increase the weight, her weight? So then it says يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا. يجب أن يصل وزنها. So it's a little bit complex structure, but basically it's saying that because this one has dhamma, so it's saying yajibu means, yajibu an means it must. It's like it must. So it must what? Yasila is to arrive or reach. What should reach? Waznuha. So basically the weight needs to be, it must reach. Her weight must reach what? Ila 70 kilan. So 70 kilo. Okay, 70 kilo. You understand what's going on? So it's a little bit complex. So it's saying yajibu an. Yajibu an means it must. After an, must what? You have to answer what should, after you say you must do. See, you need a verb. You must what? You must. It must. Yasila means reach. So again, because of an, we have the fatha here. So the weight, because the weight has dhamma, that means the weight needs to reach, her weight needs to reach in 70 kilo. So that's what whole thing is trying to say. Hawalat. Hawalat Zainabu. Hawala, what is hawala? I should have written all the space on the bottom. I don't know why I wasn't using it. Hawala. Hawala yuhawilu. Yuhawilu. It means to try. Okay. Hawala yuhawilu. So it says hawalat Zainabu. So Zainab. So this is in the past tense. Hawalat Zainabu. So Zainab attempted or tried. Wahawalat, and she tried. Walakinnaha lam tanja. But she, what is tanja means? It's from tanja is to success. Okay. Najaha yanjihu. Yanjahu. I think najaha. So you have najaha. Najaha yanjahu. 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 Najaha yanjahu, it means to success. So what's going on? Because of the lam, it's negating, but it's negating in the past tense. So she did not success. Okay. But she did not success. Then it says أخذت زينب تتناول كثيرا من الطعام. So أخذ. Okay, this is also something I have to explain here. What's going on? Because أخذ, it means أخذ means يأخذ. يأخذ. It means to what? Start. أخذ يأخذ, it means to take. So if you translate here, أخذت زينب, Zainab took. تتناول. then we have what is tatanawal. We took this word, we had this word before, means to take. So we have Zainab took, she takes a lot of the food. Time is of food or from food, we'll figure out. So a lot of things are not making sense here, right? So this is special type of when akhada follows by another present tense verb, okay, then the akhada meaning changes. There are a lot of words like that. There's other words like that. So basically then akhada meaning changes to what? It means like started. Okay, it means to start, like bada'a. So it's same thing as bada'at Zainabu tatanawalu. So how would you translate at that time? You would have translated Zainab started to take. Okay, and akhada has exact same meaning. When you have akhada and then you have a present tense verb following it. Okay, so that means that Zainab started to take. Okay, to take what? A lot of food. Here take means eating. Okay, as I said, the tanawala is also one of those words that means a lot of things, depends on context. So here it just take means like she started to eat a lot of food, right? And then we have this explicit verb, eating, ta'kulu, so she eats, al-lahma, meat, wal khubz. What is khubz? Khubz is bread. I don't think I should need to write these words. These are very simple words. You should know. If you're studying Bayna and Yadayk book 2, you should know these words. Wal bayda, eggs. Wal aruzza, rice. Wal jubna, which is cheese. Wal asal, of course, honey. Wal halwa is sweets. Wal murabba. Murabba is jam, like those. I don't want to write jam, you get confused. It's like this spread jam you use on the sandwich or something. Wa tashrabu is to shariba yashrabu, to drink. So she drinks al halib, milk, wa asir al fawakeh, and asir is juice, fawakeh is the plural of fakiha, which is fruit. Fawakeh is fruits, and she drinks fruit juice. Okay. لم تمارس زينب رياضة. Again, مارس يمارس, right? Sorry. مارس يمارس. Did we get this word? No, I don't think I get this word yet. مارس. I wish I could write better in my laptop. مارس يمارس. I think the issue is it's too thick. Anyway, it means to practice something. To practice something. So where are we? So Mara Zainab Riyada, so she practiced sports. So basically she performs sports. So she doesn't perform sports because we have lam. So, and because we have lam, it means in the past tense as well. So she didn't practice any sports, right? وَرَغْمَ ذَلِكَ. Ragma means despite. Despite that, ظَلَّ. ظَلَّ means to remain. Okay, it remains nahifa. So despite all of these things, she's been eating, drinking, and not doing any exercise, she still remained slim, thin. ماذا تفعل? So what will she do, or what does she do? أكلت كثيرا, she ate a lot. وشربت كثيرا, she drank a lot. ولكنها ظلت نحيفة, but she remained slim. So now we have the problem with the the Maryam, I think. تختلف مشكلة مريم عن مشكلة زينب. So the problem of Maryam here again is مضاف مضاف إليه. مشكلة مريم min, it should have been min, Maryamin, sorry, Maryamin with the kasra, but again I explained to you that Maryam is mamnu' min as-sarf, so it cannot have tanween, it cannot also have kasra, so that's why we have a fatha. So the problem of Maryam is different than an is then takhtalifu. Ikhtalafa an means, you know, different from. Okay, here the an means, you know, different than or from. Mushkilatu an, sorry, after an you're going to have kasra, of course. Mushkilati Zainab. So her problem is different than the problem of Zainab. Fa Marimu Saminatun Jiddan. Marim is what? Very overweight. Wa turidu an takuna nahifatan. She wants to become slim. Waznuha al-an. Her weight is right now tis'una kilan. 90 kilo. Kaifa tanqusu. Okay, naqasa yanqusu. Naqasa yanqusu. Yanqusu. It means to decrease. Decrease. Basically, it's opposite of zada, which was to increase. كيف تنقص وزنها? How will she decrease her weight? يجب أن تصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا. So she also wants her weight to reach. Okay, I explained this whole sentence on the top. To reach where? 70 kilo. Tarakta is taraka yatruku. Taraka yatruku. It means to leave. You know, you leave something. So she left, Maryam left what? Sukkariyat, which is sweet, sukkariyat, sugars. Sukkariyat wa nashawiyat. So sukkariyat maybe starches, or nashawiyat is carbohydrates. Wa marasati riyada, and then she practiced sports, or basically she did some exercise, she did something. Shahran, so she did for 1 month. Okay, shahran is, it could mean 1 month, or it could also mean she she did monthly, but I think it's meant 1 month, because, and the next one it says lam tastati', so she's not able to. Yeah, so it basically is saying that she did all of this thing for 1 month. Okay, and then she's not able to do, meaning she cannot able to continue here. فهي تحب الأكل, because she loves to eat. Okay, حب يحب, right? To love, she likes to eat. Akal is the verbal noun for akala. So akala يأكل. أخذت مريم تأكل كثيرا. Same thing, you see, you have أخذ and then you have another verb تأكل. So what happens? This أخذ, it meaning changes to start. So started, you know, I'll just write to start. So Maryam started eating a lot. فزادت وزنها. So her weight increased. ولم تنقص. It did not decrease. Okay, so that was pretty interesting. I hope you were able to follow through. If not, please, again, you can watch the video as many times as you need. You know, if anything you can ask in the comment section. Okay, so with that, we're done with this lesson. Inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.